Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel and welcome to game week 41 of the English Championship predictions and review, preview, etc. I'm away this weekend, so I will keep this fairly brief, but we just have to look at some cracking fixtures coming up on Easter Monday and a quick review back at what happened at the weekend. Coventry then still marching on, a thrilling game against Derby, which they, a 5-goal through, which they came out 3-2 winners. And then 11 points clear of Millwall, who had a fantastic comeback win over Middlesbrough. 2-1 at Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough really are having a bumpy ride, especially at home. They just can't buy a win at home at the moment. Millwall took advantage of that. So Coventry just need 8 points, and really they're effectively in the Premier League, all bar the mathematics. 8 points from their remaining 6 matches. That's the maximum they need. It'll probably turn out to be less. They could even be promoted this coming week, next weekend possibly, so we'll keep an eye on all of that, of course. At the bottom it's as tight as it ever was, but there were some significant wins, well, a significant win for Blackburn, who've gone on to 46 points and well now clear, 6 points clear, breathing space of the bottom 3. But having said that, all of the teams down there picked up valuable points. Portsmouth particularly, eye-opening, 1 each draw down at Norwich, who've been sweeping most teams aside, as we know. And we also have Leicester, who will be disappointed not to have taken all 3 points at home to mid-table Preston. Those are the sides that you really want to be playing at the moment for the critical points. And Oxford picked up a valuable point as well at home to Hull. So they all picked up points, so it's everything to play for in what are some significant fixtures in the bottom area on Easter Monday. So let's crack on then. We have lunchtime, potentially fiery battle down at Fratton Park on Easter Monday lunchtime. Portsmouth against Oxford. It couldn't be it's almost not quite a winner takes all, obviously, but it feels like that. It feels that intensity about it. Draw is no good to either side, really. This is one both sides will say this is the game we have to win. So that's what I mean by almost a winner takes all scenario. Portsmouth have lost their last 4 home games now, as I said it a week or two ago. That is an alarming statistic, given it's their home record that props them up, or did last year anyway. So they definitely need to rectify that. I'm going for a narrow win for Portsmouth. I just think the Fratton faithful will really be giving this one their all, as they always do, and Oxford will find it tough going, and if they concede an early goal they could be in a bit of trouble, but I'm going to take it will be a tight game. I'm going to go Portsmouth 2, Oxford 1. Then we have Millwall, as I say, have jumped into second spot. Ipswich have games in hand, I should say, but not this time of year. That's not what you really want. You want the points, and that's what Millwall have got. They've got 72 points. They're in second spot. Can they back up a fantastic win at Millwall with what would be equally fantastic win at home to Norwich? I've got them just to do that. Norwich perhaps now just getting over the hump, if you like, getting over the hill. They've done what they had to do. They've stayed up, had a good season really after the first phase of it, but they're in no man's land, as a few teams are now. So I'm going to take Millwall to edge that one by 2-1. Then we have another vital one at the bottom, Blackburn. I should have mentioned Blackburn just now. They had a fantastic win away at Birmingham to give them, as I say, that breathing space. I did mention, didn't I? Yes. But it was the result at Birmingham that got the points. This is another Birmingham side they've got to play, but a more intense one, you would think, against West Bromwich Albion, who conceded a 2-0 lead at home to Wrexham. No disgrace in that, I guess, because Wrexham are flying high, but West Brom will be really disappointed not to have held on for the extra 2 points, which would have seen them really in a good position. But they're in the mix, and I think this one, the scoreline will reflect this one. I think Blackburn will be happy just to notch another point. They won't take too many risks, I don't think. West Brom, it's all down to West Brom to try and perhaps force the pace. I'm going to take it Blackburn 1. Blackburn 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. Then we have A game that is battle of the deck chairs, if you like, on the beach. I shouldn't say that really, but it's Bristol City against Sheffield United. Both sides firmly entrenched in mid-table, 54 and 51 points respectively. Bristol City had a good win down at Charlton with Roy Hodgson's first game in charge. First ever managerial match he's had down at Charlton, and he comes away with a win. So he'll go away with 100% record as a managerial win down there. And they're playing Sheffield United, who they threw or let a lead slip against Swansea in a 3-3 draw. I know Chris Wilder wasn't happy about that. He's calculated they've dropped 30 points under his tenure, and he said if we could just pick up 15 of those, they would be in the playoff bracket. And obviously that's true. But ifs, buts and maybes, that's what the season's all about at this stage, isn't it? 40 games, 41 games in, whatever it is. I think this will be, why not? This will be an entertaining fixture, I think. Nothing at stake for either side at all, other than pride. So I'm going to go Bristol City with my team heart for my team. I'm going to go Bristol City 3, Sheffield United 2. Takes us on to Derby, who probably just still harbour hopes if they can edge out Wrexham and Southampton, but that's going to be a tough ask, isn't it, given the form of those two sides. And Derby are home to Stoke. Stoke, another one of the mid-table teams. So I think Derby will probably edge this game. It'll be a tough, uncompromising game, I think, between two sort of more defensive sides than attacking sides as a rule. I'm going to go Derby 1, Stoke City 0. Then we have Ipswich, who have these games in hand. They couldn't play at the weekend because Southampton's involved. Oh, I should have said, and I'm going to say it now. Congratulations to Southampton, flying the flag for the Championship in the FA Cup, deservedly beating the Arsenal on Saturday night. What a fantastic watch that was. And the quality of Southampton's football was really very good. Arsenal slightly off the pace again. They're having a bit of a rough end to the season in terms of their consistency, but Southampton take nothing away from them at all. They were absolutely superb from minute 1 to minute 97, whatever it was. A fantastic win, and Wembley beckons for them. So congratulations to them, as I say, for flying the flag for this league. Anyway, it's Ipswich who didn't get a fixture because of that, and they are playing Birmingham City, who have really gone off a cliff, really. They were nudging the playoffs for a while, weren't they, back early, just after Christmas, I think, but they've fallen away completely now. So they'll just be thinking about next season. So I think Ipswich will have no problem, really, in getting the points they desperately need to get back on track. Well, not back on track, back in the thick of things. Ipswich 3, Birmingham City 1. Preston was against QPR, another game of mid-table, it's just mid-table pride. I'm going to go, again, a bit entertaining one. I think goals are back, because there's nothing, you must just play, take the shackles off and go for it if you've got no tension, no pressure. So I'm going to take a share of the points. I'm going to go Preston North End 2, Queen's Park Rangers 2. Now, Sheffield Wednesday against Leicester. Leicester really have to make hay against the bottom club and get 3 points. It's nothing less will do for them. They're only a point behind Portsmouth, but we don't know, obviously, they will have know what Portsmouth have done, or the outcome of the Portsmouth-Oxford match by the time they play. So I'm going to give them a win. They'll probably need it. They're going to need it, aren't they? So if they don't, they'll be in serious trouble. So I'm going to go Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leicester 2. Be a tight, nervy affair for Leicester, that one. 4 to go then. 3 on the Monday, and we've got one on the Tuesday, which I'll mention in a moment. Watford against Charlton. Again, Charlton just still probably got that lingering nag. Well, they have. If they stay on 48 points, they might well be in trouble. So they've got to get another win or two. They lost to Bristol City, as I say. That's their third home loss on the trot. So their home form has just deserted them at the wrong time of the season when they just want a win or two. Watford, building for next season, you feel sure, can't even see them in the league. Oh, there they are, 9th. So they're 8 points off the playoffs. 8 points in 6 games. I always think when the balance is in favour of the points over matches, it becomes difficult. So I'm going to go a 1 each draw here. Watford 1, Charlton 1. Swansea against Middlesbrough. Now, what has happened to Middlesbrough? They'll be desperately disappointed to be in if they end up in the playoffs. But we know Millwall can be still a bit inconsistent, so there's still a chance they can. Obviously, 1 point is there to be made up, but they'll be disappointed to have lost that big game on Saturday when they were 1-0 up and lost 2-1 with a brilliant Millwall comeback, as I said earlier. Swansea are mid-table, so again one of that mid-table group who are planning and thinking about next season, more so I would think. So I think there'll be goals here, and I think it'll be still a tricky one for Middlesbrough. I'm going to take Swansea to grab a point in an entertaining 2-2 draw, so Swansea 2, Middlesbrough 2. The final game on Easter Monday sees Hull City against Coventry. Hull still in the playoffs. 67 points, 4 points clear of Southampton, but Southampton have that game in hand that they didn't play at the weekend. And Coventry, of course, have just motored. I keep saying it, they were tapped on the shoulder by Middlesbrough and they said, goodness me, you're that close, we're off. And they just went into the distance. And they've gone further and further, and I don't think anyone can see them now. A bit like that rocket that's just gone up towards the moon. Can't see it at all. So I'm going to go Hull against Coventry. Coventry to carry on their good form. They're just strolling things around now with high quality as well. Hull City 1, Coventry City 3. And we come to Tuesday, and as I say, congratulations to Southampton. As I said earlier, they are playing the final match on Tuesday evening at Wrexham. It's a vital, big match for them. How much did Saturday night take out of Southampton? Who knows? But when you win, you get that recovery, you get that momentum back quite quickly, don't you? So I think there won't be too many aches and pains when they run out at Wrexham on Tuesday night, especially as they know a win would take them above Wrexham and still have a game in hand on them. So that's a real fillip for them to think about, isn't it, on the way up in the bus or the train or plane or whatever they do these days. So I'm going to take Southampton to take the points. I think their momentum has suddenly gone through the roof. 14 or 15 unbeaten, I think it is, including Saturday night. So brilliant run after that real wobble just after Christmas, didn't they? And the things were a little bit tetchy, but not now. If you saw the pictures, the feed from St Mary's on Saturday night, it was a fantastic occasion for them. So I think they'll take all of that up to Wrexham, and it'll be Wrexham 1, Southampton 2, although we know Wrexham's home record has been largely pretty good, and it's seen them vying for a playoff place as well. So there we are. Easter Monday beckons. We've got a full programme, as I say. It's looking forward to everything that it throws at us. I hope you're having a lovely holiday weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will be back for the game week 42, as it will be. Almost there. What a period it is. And I will see you again later in the week, and stay safe, stay healthy, and please like and subscribe to the channel. We're nearly, all the lads around me are nearly at 1,000 subscriptions. If you could be that 1,000th person, wouldn't that be great? What an achievement for the channel it would be, and I know how much the lads would appreciate it. So if you've already done that, thank you so much. I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.